life I've barely spoken. I'm not here for bragging, boasting. Ain't lying, I've been chosen. Mind is burning, hearts exploding. This is my magnum opus. Are you with me now? Said, are you with me now? Ain't felt this good in a while. They want us to simmer down. Can you hear me now? Am I going in and out? I stop and just look around to see if you're with me now. Tell me, are you with me now? Ready to put it down. Start at the bottom, already forgot them, but they won't forgive me now. You really ain't ready now. You haters just in the crowd, but still I just look around. Are you with me now? Are you with me now? Whoa. Are you with me now? Said, are you with me now? Ain't felt this good in a while. They want us to simmer down. You really ain't ready now. You haters just in the crowd, but still I just look around. Are you with me now? Are you with me now? Whoa. Are you with me now? Said, are you with me now? Ain't felt this good in a while. They want us to simmer down. Can you hear me now? Am I going in and out? I stop and just look around. See if you with me now. Tell me, are you with me now? Ready to put it down. Start at the bottom, already forgot them, but they won't forgive me now. You really ain't ready now. You haters just in the crowd, but still I just look around. Are you with me now? Are you with me now? Whoa.
Hey Joey, welcome. Just say hello to everybody if you're watching live. Mahalia is going to join us shortly. I'm going to hear all about it. Want to hear about what she's doing. So my name is Mick McQuillan. I'm coming to you from the Republic of Ireland. And of course, I'm here with my partner in crime. Joey, introduce yourself.
G'day, Mike. Joy here from Sydney, Australia. Very grateful for the opportunity to be with you again, sharing our journey. You know, this is a life transformation journey, challenging, but we know it's come with a lot of rewarding, you know, physically, mentally, and also, you know, well-being and health. So, and our spirit will be different after these 16 days. So looking forward to, and thank you for tuning in. Like Mike said, if you're tuning in or watching the replay, welcome. And you can drop a comment and say hello. Drop down where you're tuning in from, and also if you watch the replay, just put down replay, and you know, we count you as a family and a friends, and we take you on our journey too. And hopefully, each and every one of you will join us to go together in this challenge and get some reward that will keep us smiling all day.
Amazing, Joey. So of course. Obviously, we both got started on the 16-week challenge this week. And of course, I'll just share my screen so we can have a look at the 16-week challenge. So if you're watching, of course, you can sign up and get started with us. So let me just share this. We'll just take a look. So of course, oh, hold on. There you go. So, of course, we've got the IsaBody challenge, and of course, you can go to any of these two links that are scrolling along the bottom of your page. Certainly, if you're in Australia or New Zealand, you want to go to the Australia link, which is Joey's link, Joey Younger at .isagenix.com/en-au IsaBody challenge. And of course, if you're in the UK or Ireland, go to the Freedom Health and Lifestyle.isagenix.com. en.ie/IsaBody challenge. But of course, look, let's just quickly have a look at this page. And of course, transform your life, transform your lifestyle. So this is not a diet. This is a lifestyle change. That's really what we're looking to do here. And of course, Joey and I both went through this page. So earlier on, but again, you can go to these websites and take a look for yourself. How do I start and complete the IsaBody challenge? And of course, you just want to click on this button here. Now, what can you win? There are prizes to be won, right? So you can enter and complete the IsaBody challenge, and you could be in a chance with winning a grand prize of 5,000, pounds or euros. Obviously, it depends on the country that you're in. And of course, You get free products and different things like this. So, grand prize winner. Look at all this stuff. Honorable mentions. Look, you can 550, 150 different achievements. So it's definitely worth. And not only that, you're going to get in the best shape that you've been in a decade, right? Why not? So I'm really excited about, the next 16 weeks. Like I say, I got started this week. Joey, you got started this week. Tell us a little bit about what you were doing, or how your week has gone.
Yeah, myself, when we decided last week that we are going to go together in this journey, it's always always good to know that you have some accountability, and you and myself, create this system. We're going to take this journey together. So there's a good accountability system there, and we know that when people listen or follow us, they will think, and if they want to join us, they're going to be part of the accountability. So with that, I straight away I register. I take some couple of photos of myself, front, back, profile, and also with and send it direct. Set up my account. So I'm proud of myself. I started with 98 kilogram this week on the shake and a bit of exercise this week in the morning and also in the afternoon. Helped me to see almost 2 kilo release this week. So wow. I'm very, very grateful for that, knowing that when the system is work, the product that we have is work if you trust the system and the product. So it work. It's a transformation journey, and like I said to you before we start, as soon as you make the decision that you're going to go all in, all the good stuff will show up in your life, all the good food, all the the temptation to have a fizzy drink or something like that. So but when you make the decision and you discipline, tell yourself something, and you follow through, that's the thing that I know there's a transformation, because you start to realize and you have the awareness that this is a journey, and I have you, and you have me to keep us accountable for this journey. So
exactly,
yeah,
exactly. And let me ask Joey, did you have any kind of detox at all? Did your body, because for me, obviously, I started on the 16-week challenge on Wednesday. I started having my shake snack, evening meal. But of course, my body goes, like when I have the shakes, and I love the shakes, they're delicious. They're convenient. They're very easy to use. But my body kind of, goes through a bit of a detox where it's like screaming out for the other stuff that I was having before, for the breads and the different things. And, yeah, it is. There's no doubt that, you have to have a reason why, if you like, you've got to have a strong reason why, having you on the other side of the world there, keeping me accountable, kind of helps. But ultimately, I'm focused on what it is that I want to achieve, how I want to look and feel. I'm thinking about that, which ultimately helps me make the right decisions throughout, through the day. But again, I still focus on, my number one rule: eat what I want whenever I like, in the understanding that's going to move me closer or further from my goal. So I still have those choices open to me. But did you have any detox at all?
Oh, absolutely, no doubt. Like I said, as soon as you make the decision and start the process, your body is shocked. It went to a shock mode, knowing that Joey is doing something different from the normal, and they scream at you. They want you. We want the carbs. We want this. We want the sugar stuff. Because that's what they love. And it's, for me, I look at this challenge is, I'm not competing with other people. I'm competing with myself, and that's the transformation I want. I want to overcome, my fear of, inconsistent in my journey. So I want to face that fear, so I can make sure that fear will never overtake what I really, really want, about my health, my well-being, and that's. Absolutely.
Excellent.
I went through that mode, that phase straight away. When you start doing it, they kind of shocked. Your system is shocked, and they want to ask question. What make different? What is the different now? What are you doing this? But when you have the awareness, this is a challenge, and the transformation of yourself with yourself, and you want to do it. So yeah.
And it's a transformation, isn't it? And it's a transformation from the inside out as well. It's a transformation about even how you think, and what you're thinking. And sometimes these, and it's about catching yourself in that moment when you're having these thoughts, and understanding that thoughts are things. You manifest. You're either going to manifest the good or the bad. And if you choose, if you're choosing bad more than moving towards your goal, well then what do you expect to get? You're going to get more discomfort, dissatisfaction, maybe. Where what we want is we actually want satisfaction. We want attraction. We want to attract the good things into our lives, and being part of a community like this can definitely help, move us closer to where we want to be. Now, I want to watch a little video here. Watch Brad's story. Brad's a friend of ours, right? We've known Brad for a little bit of time, but Brad's over in the States. So are you ready to watch that now? Do you want to watch that now? Or is there something else you want to talk about?
Let's get it done.
Perfect.
I'm from Tennessee, the United States. And I've been here with Team 10 and Isagenix for 1 month now. I originally joined because I wanted help with my self-image, self-confidence, and I wanted the mentorship because I need to have someone to hold me accountable, to say, are you doing everything you should be doing? My weight gain started years ago after I got out of the military. I was in the United States Navy. I was in a severe car accident, which left me unable to walk for a few months. So, of course, I gained 30 pounds, immediately. Over time, the jobs I had, I took more jobs where I was sitting down because, I couldn't walk. I had problems with herniated disc in my back and everything like that. So, just over time, now I've got up to 260 some pounds or 260 pounds. And so when I started this a month ago, of course, I was skeptical, just like, all of the other diets I did in the past were like yo-yo. I would do it and, I'd lose and then I would gain it right back and then some. And it just the fad diet, it never really worked for me. This company has been in business for, almost 16, 17, or maybe more than that. Is it 19 years? Something like that. They'll correct me because they're the smart guys. So I started a month ago, and I have now on the weight loss products. I ordered the value pack, which is probably similar to the premium pack, I think, in the UK and Europe. But I started drinking the shakes. I started doing everything the instructions told me to do. And now I have, the first week I lost 10 pounds. The second week I lost 7. And then since then I've lost maybe a few more. In total, I'm down 22 pounds, which is just shy of 10 kgs. So I'm really excited to continue. That's only a third of my goal. I want to be back down to the size I was before the car accident.
Isn't that a mad story, Joey? He's lost like a stone, 22 pounds in a month, 10 pounds in the first week, obviously using the shakes. Now, I know, obviously I was hosting that call with Brad, and really nice guy, right? But he's got real determination. He set out on his journey, very deliberate in what he wanted to achieve, but he was disciplined, daily doing the things that he needed to do. It's like the system works 100% of the time for 100% of the people who use the system exactly the way it's supposed to be, right? Like look at you just this week, like nearly 5 pounds, 2 kilos, like, and what are you doing differently to what you were normally doing? You're having a shake. Do you have your shake for breakfast and lunch, or what do you do?
Yeah, I kind of related to Brett's story because Brett have a military background. I remember when I went to the military and I come back after the camp. I went there was I was 102 kilogram. I came back I was 92, so I dropped 10 kilogram. And I share with my family that we eat well. That they look after us. We where we normally go to have lunch, breakfast, and dinner. It's like a buffet, but we ban it off because we never stop. We never stop the training, stuff like that. So, but in my journey, what I do differently is I take the shake after I do the HIIT session in the morning. So every morning I go 30-minute HIIT session with high intensive training for 30 minutes. And then when I come home, have shower, then I make the shake. That will fill me up, until lunchtime. Then I have lunch and then, go back home and have dinner with the family. So for me, it's just, you take the product and you also get into motion because I believe, when you move, something have to lose. So I take the product, the shake, and also and the other product that I need for my challenge, but mostly the shake at this point. And I just do HIIT session 30 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes in the afternoon after work. So that worked well for me. And when I take the shake, it allowed me to stay fill up until like lunchtime. So and I feel when you have exercise early in the morning with empty stomach, just water, and then when you came home and when you make the shake, you add extra banana or avocado and nuts. The feeling that when you first take off the shake, it's so good. It's so good. It's make you like feel like, oh, I'm rewarding myself by putting good nutrition in my body, and it's all programmed to yourself. And I know that it helped me. It helped me because so far, from 98, when I went and see the doctor the other day to do my annual health check, she put me on the weight and I was get 96. I said, geez, you better check your scale whether it's right or not. And she said, no, 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 this is true. And we try it again. And then she said, no, it's actually 96. So, yeah, but when I came back, I was 192. And then I put it back very quickly because, there's, good food and all the things. But, it's all up to you. If it has to be a change in your life, in your lifestyle, your health, well-being, it has to be you to make the change.
There's no doubt that when you were talking there about rewarding yourself, having that first shake of the day, do you know what I mean? And it feels like you're rewarding yourself, and it's also and you're also reprogramming yourself as well. You're reprogramming your, that liquid computer you've got between your ears, because that's part of the challenge. The challenge, it is about transforming your life in so many different ways. And if you can kind of create those new emotions, through taking the shake and feeling good, and connecting those two things together, it's going to make your life a lot easier, right? I think it does anyway, for sure. Because certainly I always feel better when I have a shake in the morning. And if I have my shake at lunchtime, I feel like I've done my work that day. Whereas if I have my shake in the morning and then I skip a shake at lunch, then it becomes about decisions. Do you know what I mean? Because I never have that shake I never do morning and night for shakes. I always do morning and lunch. It always worked better for me that way. But of course, look, people do different things, right? And you still want to be able to eat what you want whenever you like. You still want to be able to eat food and enjoy food and do different things like this. This is, it's important. Like there's a girl that I was working with, her name's Nicole. And I don't know if I told you this story before, but she would she was on the shakes. You know, she had a great result, and it was her birthday coming up. And she was like so worried about going out and having something to eat and different things like this. And I was explaining to her, look, remember, you know, rule number one, eat what you want whenever you like, as long as it's moving you closer or further from your goal, you know. But you should be able to go out and enjoy, you know, eating something or doing something like this. And she was like, I said, where are you going anyway? She says, oh, we're going for Chinese. I said, well, you know, remember, you know, go and enjoy it, you know, and chew your food, really taste it, enjoy. I said, what will you have? She says, oh, chicken chow mein. I always have chicken chow mein. I love chicken chow mein. You know, she said, oh my God, I don't have anything else. And we'd been working together for a while. And I used to always say to her, look, you know, there's an eating technique that you should really practice. And that's called chewing your food. Chew it, break it down in your mouth till it's almost a liquid. And, you know, try and recognize, you know, taste, texture, you know, how it feels in your mouth and, you know, all of these types of things. I said, just remember to do that when you're eating your food. And of course, what you're doing is you're looking out for that signal, you know, in your stomach, you know, that's sending a signal to your brain to say, look, I'm satisfied. And then when you feel that sensation, you know, you've got a choice to make. You can either stop eating or you can carry on eating. And if you choose to carry on eating, you know, is that moving you closer from your goal? If you're still hungry later, you can carry on eating again. So I said, ring me tomorrow after your birthday. And she rang me the next day. I said, how'd you get on? She said, oh my God, it was awful. I said, why? What happened? She said, I don't like chicken chow mein. She said it was the first time she'd ever tasted it, you know, just by chewing her food. And I think, you know, certainly I'm guilty of that, where you just kind of hoover things up sometimes. You don't even taste it. So sometimes you just got to slow down a little bit, you know, and just recognize what it is that you're actually putting into your body, you know. But anyway, listen, Brad's story is fascinating to me for sure. You know, I've got a lot of time for Brad. I like Brad a lot, so I look forward to working with him.
And Mike, Mike, I just want to, you know, elaborate the point you said that, you know, it's funny how a small change you make, it will make a big difference. Like you said, you know, about your friend, you know, just do a small change, not a big change in the way she eat the food. It will make a big difference, and I believe in that. I currently read a book called Compound Effect, you know, and they talk about, you know, it's not the big things, it's all the small things, you know, small decision that you make today, it will make a big difference in your life. The decision to what you eat, you know, how you exercise, you know, what your daily routine is, it will definitely make a change in your life. And, you know, love it, mate. I love how you are very techy. So yeah, I just want to you know, elaborate on your point in your sharing in regard to your friend is, you know, it's the small change. A lot of people make it complicated, and I think, you know, if we can keep it simple, and just do the small thing right, you know, there will be a massive change in the result.
No, I agree. I totally agree. I'm just going to have a look and see if I can find a copy of this book. Oh, the book is by Darren Hardy.
Yeah.
Okay. The compound effect is the strategy of reaping huge rewards from small, seemingly insignificant actions. You cannot improve something until you measure it. Yeah, definitely. It's definitely maybe worth introducing maybe some kind of book that we could read, not necessarily read on here, but read outside and talk about it for sure. One that we're always talking about is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. In fact, I think I actually have a copy of that on my desk.
I got one.
Yeah, I definitely have one. Oh, hold on. I'm wrecking my office.
Oh, yeah. I got this one. That's my Bible.
Yeah. I think I got this book a long time ago, actually, and you know, you can see how old this book. Like the pages are yellow.
Wow.
But I made notes in this book years ago. And it's always on my desk. It's just an easy thing to pick up and read, and it helps just by having it on my desk. It just helps to remind me, just to think sometimes. And I suppose over the last several years, with everything that we've been going through, I suppose I kind of realized that you go to school and you kind of get an education, you learn, but they don't teach you how to think. So actually just being able to think and think differently, it can be really helpful. It can be really helpful just to help keep you grounded. So, well, look, I want to introduce your friend who's doing the 16-week challenge. I'm excited to hear all about her. So I'm going to add her, and Joey, you can have a dialogue, a conversation with Mahal. I'm so sorry. Yes,
Mahalia.
Yes, yeah. Mahalia. Yes, Mahalia. That's right. I'm hoping that's right. But Mahalia, when you come on, you can just shout at me, right? Hello.
Hello, Hey, Joey.
Hi, Mahalia. This is Mick. Mick is in our global team, all the way from Ireland.
Yeah.
Kia ora. That's hello in Cook Island, my language.
Very interesting.
Good. Okay, thanks, Mike. Mahalia, thank you. I was talking to Mike, and I share with you. I started an IsaBody challenge for 16 weeks, and I understand that you're already ahead of us, and I was amazed by how exciting you are sharing your journey so far. And can you tell me a little bit about yourself and your background?
Yeah, sure. So hello everyone tuning in or joining us on the replay. So like Joey and Mick introduced, my name's Mahalia. I'm from New Zealand, a small town called Wanganui, and recently relocated me and my family to Albany in Western Australia. A little bit about my background. I'm a mother, I'm a wife. I have four young children, aged 12, twin girls 11, and a younger boy 10. And I'd say probably for the last 10 years or so, I've just lived a very, I'd say, unhealthy life, unhealthy eating lifestyle, if you call it that. I always had a desire, though, to change that. I would have small pockets of time frames where I would try exercise, eat healthy, and it just wasn't sustainable, what I was doing. And when I relocated here, I was in a position where I had this real strong desire, but I just lacked the power and motivation to, I guess, do something about it. And so at that time, I was looking at some notes and some of the things that I was writing down on how I was feeling and where I was at in terms of my health. I had next to no energy. I was consistently nauseous and spewing all the time. I had constant headaches, sleep deprived, real disruptive sleeping pattern. I had, regular pockets of sadness and anxiety, low confidence and self-esteem, back pain. I was stressed a lot. I had irregular bowel movements. I was just not feeling good. And I knew that there was more to the better version of myself. And so obviously when I came across you, Joey, and was instantly inspired by your story through a mutual friend, and came across your story, I wanted to know more. And, I went searching on your page, what is it that Joey does? And I found it. And so as soon as I found what it was, I had already made up in my mind that this was something that I wanted to try. And so, obviously reached out, made that committed decision, and that's kind of like the backstory to where I'm at now.
Amazing. I'm very proud of you, and I would like to acknowledge that you have the courage to show up today. I know we've been sharing that in our mastermind, and I mentioned to Mike tonight, and and he agreed. We need to share your story, and because our story is very powerful. We sometimes we try to, keep it to ourselves, our story, but we have no idea. That's a gift. Our story is the book, that can inspire other peoples in our inner circle, our relative, our extended family, our friends, and the people that we come in contact with. And I'm grateful for you for take the leap of faith, believing in yourself, and having the challenge. You challenge yourself as a mom of 4 children and a wife. So and you make the big decision, and it's a committed decision. So would you mind sharing your excitement and your experience so far with the IsaBody challenge? Because I've been with the company for 2 years, and the challenge is there for anyone that part of the system to commit and challenge themselves. But this year, finally, I decided with Mike. Mike already done the IsaBody challenge, but I would like to hear your experience so far and your excitement about this program.
Yeah, sure. So I was introduced to Isagenix only 6 weeks ago now, or might have been just over 6 weeks, because I remember once I made the decision, I got started straight away, made the order, and I got the welcome emails. And then the IsaBody challenge actually was something, well, it's been a real motivating factor into how I've been able to sustain this journey, or I guess throughout the last 6 weeks. So I got the IsaBody challenge email, and I was like, oh, what's this? And then I went through that. So I had a look what it was, and what motivated me was that I had already made the decision that I was wanting to try these products. So I started on the IsaBody 30-day reset program, because my body and I thought would need the whole reset. It would just need a full reset cleanse, and it looked like the 30-day program was something that I could get myself kick-started on, and then decide if I wanted to, pursue it. And so, yeah, I had a look at that, and it was the IsaBody, the 4 stages of achievements or prizes that were up for grabs just for joining. It was free to join, and I looked at that, and just from joining and doing the challenge, you'll receive $200 product coupon in your back office within 24 hours of completing the challenge, which you can use to, get products, which is several products for $200. And that's exclusive of IsaBody merch, a certificate of achievement just for completing it. And then after that, it had different levels. So for Australia and New Zealand, you've got honourable mentions, which is 15 honourable mentions throughout the year of people that do this challenge. You could be rewarded with up to $250 and social media recognition. And that's also just from doing the challenge. And then you also have the opportunity throughout your journey to be a finalist. So there's 10 for Australia, 5 for New Zealand, and they're awarded $2,500, return airfares, paid accommodation, and that's to the ANZ celebration. And that's an exclusive reception, a professional photo shoot, which includes your hair and makeup, and recognition on stage and social media recognition as well. So that was another, opportunity that you could achieve. And then the grand prize for this challenge is 1 Australian and 1 New Zealand grand winner, which gets $10,000 in addition to the finalist rewards, recognition on social media, marketing materials, and personal business training. And then you can become one of the spokesperson for the IsaBody challenge. So these are all opportunities that it's free to join. These benefits there, not only are you going to benefit yourself going through this transformation, but you also could have the opportunity of being a participant in any of these achievement awards. So that was really a motivating factor to me, because I thought if I did this, one, it'll keep me accountable, but it also gave me a bit of motivation. So 6 weeks into this, my first week in itself, I noticed a tremendous change in the way I was feeling, the way I was sleeping. I started off, I'm ashamed to say, but I'll say it because there's probably other people out there. I was 130 kilos. Within that first week, I dropped 6 kilos in the fourth day. And I could feel it. I was feeling good, you know. What also you come with it comes with all the resources. So in your getting started pack or whatever you start on, whether you decide to join the challenge or not, it comes with resources and information that you need to know on your journey. Because my background, I've never been a cooker. I don't know what types of food give you what you need. You know, I lived off takeaways. And so I found this real helpful. In my pack, I got this way. It's a guideline booklet which shows you the products that you've got, how they work, what benefits they give you, how to complete a shake day, how to complete a cleanse day. And then it has a small plug in there into the holistic well-being, the 30-day reset program, the IsaBody challenge, the fitness community, all the resources and pages that they have available for you. So I found that booklet really helpful as a guideline. And then also when you sign up to the challenge, you get this IsaBody journal, which it has everything in there to guide you through that, to get in the habit of note-taking, setting goals, tracking your progress. I found that something that has really worked for me, getting your thoughts and your feelings and your progress down on paper. I've never been someone to write down in a journal or anything like that. So that's something else that I found real beneficial. And that's all provided to you just from getting started. 6 weeks into it now, I'm, you know, feeling a lot better. My bowel movements are regular. I'm getting 7+ hours of sleep. I've got more energy. I've cut fizzy. I haven't had KFC, which I religiously ate every single week, almost probably every second day. More productivity. My mindset's clearer. I'm goal orientated. I'm focused. I'm driven. You know, I'm managing my stress a lot better. If you've got children, you understand it can be quite challenging and stressful. But these are all the benefits that I've experienced in the short 6 weeks on this journey that I'm on. It's something that I know that I'm committed to making a lifestyle change because of the feeling, how I'm feeling. I'm more confident. I'm looking better. I've lost over 10 kilos in just 6 weeks. It's just nothing short of amazing. I absolutely love it. And the community, the support, everything is provided through you if you're willing to commit to the changes that you have a desire to do. Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. I think we can wrap up the program for tonight because you all cover everything that we want to share with our audience tonight. And I really appreciate your time, Malia. You are a great student. You are hungry. You're willing. You are coachable from the very start, get go, and you know go beyond our guidance as our leaders and stuff like that. And you know you do more research, and because you need more in life, you need more healthy lifestyle, you need more well-being, and you know you always look for something to getting better. And Mike, it's an honor to work with Malia, to be honest, and it's a blessing to be part of our team globally. And you know our team in Australia is slowly growing, and you know we are looking for a big challenge and also a big rewarding in our journey. So very grateful, and I can pass it on to Mick to say a few things.
Mahalia, oh my God, amazing. What an amazing story. Listen, I've got one question for you. What was your reason why? Why did you want to change?
That was for me, my family. I wanted the energy to be able to keep up with 4 young children. You know, I suffered a bit from anxiety, and kids, they want to get out, but I hated going out. I didn't want to be seen. I was at the heaviest I'd ever been, and yeah, it was myself. I wanted it for myself. I wanted it for my family, because I knew if I was the best version of myself, that would impact my family, that would impact my husband, my children, and overall, we're a lot happier for it. I mean, it's just all good. Everything's good. It's been really beneficial, and I can see now why at school, you know, they teach you your 5+ a day, your regular exercise. I understand that now because of the impact that it's had. When you make a committed decision and follow through with it, you see the benefits almost immediately. My why is myself and my 4 children and husband.
Incredible. Incredible story. You listen, I'm sure we're going to have you back, because I got a funny feeling that you could be 10 grand richer in a little while.
Hey, I thought the first thing to do is get started. You will never regret it, getting started.
Yeah, no, that's great advice. There's no doubt that sometimes we can hold ourselves back, right, from making a decision, because we're afraid. We're afraid that maybe if we change so much that maybe other people won't like us anymore. They'll think that we're too big for our boots now or something like this. But the key is to start and don't stop, right? You've got to have that vision and know where it is that you're going. Now, do you still eat KFC?
I haven't had KFC over this last 6 weeks since I decided it was in my best interest, because I had a strong addiction to it. It's like I've overcome other addictions in the past. So for me personally, I made the decision until I felt I was strong enough to be able to portion it where I could just have a chicken, chips, coleslaw and gravy and a water or drink in moderation, then I would. But at this stage, I don't feel like I'm there yet. But outside of that, we still eat out every weekend. It's our time to go out and eat. I just make better food choices. But in terms of KFC, because of that highly addictive relationship I had with it, at this stage, I'm not in a position where I feel I could have it and not go back to having it every second day. Yeah. So in due time, I will be enjoying a nice moderate portion of KFC, but not yet. Not yet.
Yeah, brilliant. And what is where do you see yourself in, obviously at the end of 16 weeks? Do you visualize yourself being there?
Oh, yeah. I visualize myself in a real beautiful dress, some nice heels that I can fit where my feet ain't bulging through the straps. My goal initially I set at the outset was to drop at least a minimum of 20 kilos in 16 weeks. I'm already over halfway there and I'm only 6 weeks in, so I've got 10 weeks. Yeah, I mean, my hair and makeup done. I've never had professional photo shoot or hair and makeup, so that's something to look forward to. I can visualize the best version of myself in a stabilized form within 16 weeks. So that's the goal.
Yeah, brilliant. Listen, I'm super excited for you. I really am. And for you too, you've got Joey. He's a great mentor. And of course you can definitely learn from Joey for sure. Like he's a product of the product. He's a great teacher, great mentor, and he's going to keep you on the straight and narrow. He's going to keep you. Look, Joey's job is that if you fall off the wagon, is to reach your hand out and pull you back on. Right?
That's it.
So look, you're doing incredibly well. I'm so proud of you. Incredible, brilliant story. I loved hearing that. I loved hearing it. But look, if you're out there watching this and maybe you're watching on the replay, look, get in touch. The links are in the description. Get in touch with Joey. Get in touch with myself. Reach out. And we can have a consultation and figure out how we can help you and how the 16-week challenge can transform your life. And that's what it is. This is not a diet. This is a lifestyle plan, a lifestyle change. And really, Joey and I, and of course, Mahalia. I'm saying that right? Oh my God! Brilliant. To get some cool glasses or something.
You get there.
But, look, you can join us here, and we are just a community. And of course, there's obviously more to us than just Joey and I. We're part of a much bigger organization, but we're just doing this because we want to help. We want to help people out there, but really, we're helping ourselves. Just like Mahalia is helping herself to change her life, and it's benefiting you in all kinds of different ways. With your family, your kids. So look, listen, just reach out, get in touch. We're here to help. But of course, you've got to be ready. So I'm asking you, are you ready? Are you ready to do something? Ready to make a change? Start and don't stop. And as Joey says, you just got to get it done. Get it done. That's it, right? Joey, do you want to add anything?
No, I just want to, acknowledge the Mahalia time tonight and sharing her story and her journey. I kind of moved when she said about her why, It's all about start from us, from our own decision, even though it's a small decision or big decision, but we make a committed decision, and that's all we need. And just like she shared, just get it started. We can't be perfect and then get started. We have to get started somewhere, and we, when we look at ourselves and honestly take a look at ourselves and make a call and then make a decision, this is where I want to be after 16 weeks. And I'm with her. I love to see myself done up, dressed nicely, and be the role model of my family, where my kids look up and my family look up, and we are become the product of the product after 16 weeks. Thank you so much.
Amazing. Well said. Couldn't have said it better myself. Mahalina, I'm going to let you go. Okay, listen, I really appreciate you joining us on this call. And of course, we definitely are going to have you back because people are going to want to know how you're doing. They really are. So
thank you. And thanks for having me.
Our pleasure. Brilliant. I'll see you later. What an amazing story, Joey. That's incredible. Isn't she having an incredible result?
Yeah.
She's,
I'm always amazed with her, when we start our journey. She's always hungry. She's always coachable. When you advise her to do something, she go all the way and beyond, because you can see the desire. She have the desire and the right decision to do for herself and for her family. And I know everyone will be proud of her, especially her inner circle, the people that watching her journey. And we know it's a challenge, but there is a rewarding after the challenge. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
No, to be honest, I think Mahalina is a great example of that compound effect that you were talking about earlier on. Those small changes every day, small changes throughout the day, and small changes even just in what must it be like, to wake up in the morning and have that vision of how you want to look and feel, and know that everything that you're doing that day is moving you closer towards that goal. And then you can see it. You can see it on the scales. You can see it and feel it on your clothes. Look, I remember when I first started using these products, to be honest, I really enjoyed using the products. The first time I did the 16-week challenge, of course, I lost like 10 kg and, really quite quickly. But more importantly, I had to cut 2 new holes in my belt just to stop my trousers falling down. It was little things like that. Not having to sit on the bed to put my jeans on because my knees didn't hurt as much anymore. It's the little things that kind of make a big difference, in the quality of your life. So, when you're getting those results, why would you want to go back? But then, there's something inside you that reaches in and tries to stop you from going, tries to stop you, like self-sabotage in a sense to stop you from getting there. So to be honest, it is a challenge. It's a constant challenge, isn't it? To move in the direction that you want to go in. And that's why having, you keeping me accountable, if you like, as well as others, absolutely helps for sure. Wow. I'm blown away by her story. Just incredible. Great example to people. Anybody thinking about getting started, you should just get started and don't look back, make a change, and if you want to change something in your life, you've got to change some things in your life, right?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And I think she shares something that is very, very important for me and also to our audience. You're not doing for other people, you're doing for yourself first. Because when the results show up in your life, other will follow through. They will want to know about your journey. They will know about how you change, how you make decision to get there, because you do it for yourself and not for other people. You just do it for yourself. And when you do it for yourself and you see and you reap the result, a lot of things will attract to you. And we understand that through the self-development that we do. And when you expect good things to your life and you do good to the world and others and in yourself, great things will happen to you. So thank you.
Yeah, no, you're right, Joey. So I'm just going to play this quick video. This video is, what is the IsaBody challenge? I think it is. No, it's not. No, I kind of showed that one earlier on, but this is another one just about the IsaBody challenge. So we'll just have a little watch of this.
Welcome to Forever, man. Let's go. It's forever.
So you don't have to be down the gym every day, right, Joey? But of course you can see that these people are changing their lifestyle. They're adding products and making different choices. Just regular things, right?
This is forever.
They're getting great results, amazing results. And of course, look, those products, reach your goals, but again, look, things is right. This is really about. Like, I don't know whether I see myself like that, maybe I should start seeing myself, like that. Did you download the ISA? Do you have the ISA app on your phone, Joey?
Not yet. I have to clear up a few things in my storage because it's all full of all photos and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it will definitely on my phone tonight or early morning tomorrow.
To be honest, it's really easy to use, and you can actually add, your meals, your food. You can add everything in there. You can add all your exercise in there. It's a great tracking app. I love what Mahalea was saying in relation to writing stuff down, journaling stuff. That's a great idea, to be able to do that. And even to help visualize, how you want to look and feel, write that stuff down, right? Yep. So I've enjoyed today's call. I was surprised, with Mahalea's story, pleasantly surprised by it. Incredible. I'm excited to see, get it back on in 10 weeks. Right, maybe a little bit sooner than that, I think, for sure. But no, she's a real inspiration, and she's going to inspire a lot of people, I think, which is good. So do you have anything you want to add, Joey?
No, I just want to thank you, for the opportunity, Mike, again, and also thank you for our audience if they watching this.
What are you talking about? It was your idea. It was your idea. It wasn't even my idea. It was your idea.
Yeah. Look. It's all work together. I from my Christian background, everything work together to the people that you believe, and I think we both believe in something. So, absolutely. And that's the whole idea of this one. We believe this 16-week challenge will transform life, and
absolutely.
And we'll reap the reward after that, and we'll have some champagne to celebrate virtually or but I'm grateful for the opportunity to be able to extend our reach through this platform and share with other people our journey, and we'll make an impact in other people's life. Thank you. That's all. Well, great night tonight.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And in fact, look, our job is to serve as many people as we can. Serve it. What is that phrase? Service to many leads to greatness. And of course, I don't claim to be great in any kind of sense of that word at all. But the more people that we can help, reach their goals, whether they be, health or wealth or financial wealth goals or whatever they are, to inspire them in such a way to move towards their goals, to believe in themselves, having belief in yourself is probably one of the biggest challenges for lots of people. To be honest, sometimes we just don't believe that we can do it. Like I'm looking at pictures of myself here, with my wife, Kate, when we were winning the, awards for the company that we have and everything else. And I think I look great, but I look so fat, right? Honest to God, I do, but I still think I look great. Right.
Yeah.
But I look and feel a lot better now, and I'm excited about that. But I'm also excited about the next 16 weeks. I'm a week in, so I've got 15 weeks. It's not that's going to come. That time is going to come. That time is going to pass. What else am I doing? I'm still going to, all I'm doing is making different choices. I'm choosing to eat different foods. And you know, I don't know if you've heard of a company called HelloFresh.
Yes,
We actually use HelloFresh.
Yeah,
You know, amazing. You know, and they send, so that's what I have for my evening meal. You know,
amazing.
and it's just, you know, it's just fresh, good, nutritious food. Do you know what I mean? Oh my God, that can only benefit me. You know, we have shake, snack, and my HelloFresh meal in the evening. You know, do I still enjoy, you know, a bit of alcohol, a glass of wine? Yeah, I do. Yeah. You know, but I understand that maybe that's not moving me closer towards my goal, you know. So they're decisions that I have to make, right? But like I say, it can only, you know, the decisions that I make only really impact on me in that sense when it comes to, you know, managing my health or my lifestyle change. But listen, I think we'll try and play out with Bob.
Yep.
Let me
Bring
see.
Bob back.
And listen, I'll see you next week, buddy. All right.
Thank you very much.
Right. See you in a bit.
You see, we are created in a magnificent vibration, in an absolutely magnificent vibration. Born risk takers. Free. That conditioning takes place after birth. You can change it. It takes guts. It takes goals. How do you know something? You're sitting there watching this and you're thinking, by God, I'm going to change something. Now we say keep.
Let me try and see if I can find that, Joey, somewhere else, because it doesn't seem to play very well there. Let me see if I can just find it. Okay.
In a magnificent vibration, in an absolutely magnificent vibration. Born risk takers. Free. That conditioning takes place after birth. You can change it. It takes guts. It takes goals. How do you know something? You're sitting there watching this and you're thinking, by God, I'm going to change something. Now we say keep reminding yourself that you have tremendous reservoirs of potential within you, and therefore you are quite capable of doing anything you set your mind to. You really can. I don't care what the cynics tell you. Quit listening to some of your peers. Now all you must do is figure out how you can do it, not whether you can or not. When are you going to do it? When are you going to do it? You've got to create a sense of urgency. I'm going to do it right now.
If you can see it, you can do it. But the beautiful truth is you can do anything. We got to know there is a place. There is a specific frequency. And if you get on that frequency, you're going to attract what you need to you. This is what it's all about. Why have you been endowed with such awesome powers? If you'll make a committed decision, this I'm going to do. And you don't have to know how. You do not have to know how. The second you make the committed decision, you flip your brain onto the frequency that you have to be on to attract what you have to attract to manifest the thing that you want. If you can see it, you can do it. It's got to be something you want. Wants come from inside. Act like you're already there. Walk, talk, speak, live like you're already there. Don't set a small goal. Don't set something that doesn't really wind your step. Set it so big it jazzes you, it really gets you going. When something of a very high nature resonates with the very high side of you, you'll know it. You'll know it. You will feel it. Feeling is conscious awareness of vibration. The only prerequisite, do you want it? Not do you need it, not could you do it. The only prerequisite is, do you want it? Take the lid off your marvelous mind and dream. For goodness sake, give yourself the right to do that. Get your analytical mind out of the way. Put it in your pocket for a while. All you're doing is exploring. Daydreaming. What did Lawrence say? All men dream, but not equally. Those who dream by night in the dusty recesses of their mind waken the day to find that it was vanity. But the dreamers of the day are dangerous men, for they may act their dream with open eyes to make it possible. This I did.
All right, Joey, listen, I'm gonna end it right here, but stick around, right? Stick around. I'm just gonna end it. I'll see you in a minute.